Man, what's up, Cowboy Nation? Hey, I wanted to speak on this Malik Hooker and Micah Parsons situation, right? For those of y'all who rock with me, y'all know where I stand in regards to Micah Parsons in general. Malik Hooker, look, I'm glad that he said that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it was a lot of people out there that was pretty delusional about, in regards to focus, priority, right? And so I first heard the clip, and y'all know how clips go, so I heard the longer clip. And it pretty much supported what the original 30-second clip, what I heard. Malik is just pretty much saying, hey, look, man, and it's pretty much like with me too. Look, I don't care what you do. I don't care that you want to make your money and do your podcast, but can we win games? Can we do what we came here to do, which is get to the promised land, which is a Super Bowl? Can you do your job? Right? And now look, there were certain things that Malik ain't want to say that I'm going to say for him. Because, you got the camaraderie. You can't say certain things. And he know where he was at. Right? Malik ain't done, right? So for those of y'all who look, they could be like, you putting words in his mouth. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I ain't the only one that feel this way. So he was like, look, man, it's funny how you got energy to do all this podcasting, to do all these things with Bleacher Report, but it's funny how you ain't got energy in stopping the run. It's funny how you ain't got energy and showing up in big games and big moments. It's funny how that, in the biggest moments, you don't show discipline. For example, the Detroit Lions, right? You could have cost us that game by you being undisciplined, right? It's funny how you talk all this superior, all this lying stuff, but then you got Trent Williams hemming you up and having you looking like Josie and the Pussycats. That's all we saying, right? We try to figure out like, okay, cool. We understand the brand. I don't care about you talking that stuff, right? It's just like with Floyd Mayweather. Hey, look, talk your stuff as long as you can back it up. But it seems like he does a lot of talking and no backing up. We see as Cowboy Nation, right? We fed up, right? And y'all already know the outlook. It ain't looking too good. So this kind of get me to think like, people think that the locker room was all good. I think you got certain people that feel this type of way, and you got other people that ain't gonna say things, and you got other people that, hey, it is what it is. We rocking with you, Micah, right? And I seen, y'all remember at the end of that Green Bay, right? When Cooks and Gilmore was talking, right? They kind of were leaning toward the fence of, man, hey, look, man, all this tired stuff, right? So we see that certain people hold the mentality the way that a football player should have, let's just be honest. And certain people don't. And we know that Micah Parsons doesn't have the mentality of a real football player, right? He talk a good game. But you heard the saying, talk the talk and walk the walk. But he doing a whole lot of talking the talk and not walking the walk. This is the same dude that said that he's embracing being leader and that he wants to win a Super Bowl. Well, if that's being the case, you need to go ahead and follow what the Chiefs and Andy Reid and all of them doing and making a certain sacrifices to be able to be in a position to win a Super Bowl. See, in order to win that, you have to make certain sacrifices. You have to have a certain mentality that you and pretty much a lot of the Dallas Cowboy players don't have. And we just got to be real with this. As far as the mentality of a real football player, that's like last of a dying breed is gone. Malik Hooker ain't say nothing wrong. You know how they be like, we stand with such a man. And I'm pretty sure other people stand with what Malik Hooker said. You talk too damn much and you don't be about no action. So what we doing here, man? You the one that embraced talking about being a leader. You the one that said that you're going to go ahead and give us a Super Bowl. We didn't say that for you. You said that. And this goes out to the content creators that were pretty much trying to discredit the fans like they didn't know what they was talking about and doing all this rah-rah, all this BS talking that they was doing the whole offseason, talking about Micah, what Micah does ain't a problem. Well, to me, well, not to me, to everybody else, you heard it from inside the locker room now. And I know that he's not the only one that thinks that way. But they just ain't going to say nothing, nor do they have the heart to put him in check. You know? We know that in regards to Mike, because, he got that diva-ish personality. And I know Malik tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, talking about he's young, he going to get it. There's certain people that get it, and there's certain people that will never get it. And the people that get it, they're going to show signs of you being able to get it. Man, Micah came in off the rip showing you, right, that he's not going to get it. This is the same. See, Malik said that he ain't ever been through no adversity, right? He ain't been through no real adversity. He only been in the league 4 years. But Micah, y'all remember this? Micah came out and said that he done been in the league for 4 years and he done pretty much seen it all. So what does that say? That's somebody that's willing to learn and willing to roll with the punches and willing to grow as a player and as a man and as a so-called leader? No, I don't think so. I listen very well. My memory is pretty damn good, right? I know I done took a lot of, some hits, right? Been in the ring and took some punches, but my memory is still sharp. My memory is still sharp. And I remember what you said. So he said that as far as, to kind of take a steam off of it because he know people was going to give it a big deal. And I seen that he was trying to go ahead and backtrack. But, hey, look, you said what you said and you really meant that because it came from a place where you wasn't BS and you wasn't trying to, So we know that. You just trying to cover your tracks, right? Trying not to have no divide in the locker room. But the divide is already there in the locker room. There's divide in the front office. This whole team is divided. The mentality ain't there, and the talent ain't there, right? Now, when's the last time have we really said that, right, about the Dallas Cowboys team? Like, the talent ain't there this year. So many holes, and you're not going to be able to fill it all this year. You're going to hope that your young players is able to step up, but when you got young players looking up to somebody like number 11, there's no hope because he's not a real leader. This team has no real leader because anybody that speaks up and has even a decent amount of mentality, such as Malik Hooker, they're going to go ahead and try to exile him, right? So you got somebody like DeMarcus Lawrence who pretty much gave consistency this year. Sit over there talking about that we was tired. Like you make me look at like we already know that you're not even a leader that you should be, and we know that you're not doing the things that you should be doing, which is checking your boy 11. But it seems like 11 is pretty much the big dog. If y'all remember this, I pretty much told y'all there was a problem, right, for number 11 to be coming in and taking on that leadership role as pretty much a first or second year player. And y'all remember I said that we would have to wait on number 11 to become the leader this team needs to be able to go ahead and show us the way and really show us in his play. But it's looking like that will never happen in a Cowboy uniform. He's just one of them ones that just you just can't deal with him. He just don't nobody want to deal with. I don't think nobody really like him like that. He got his homies and stuff like Diggs, and I don't think nobody really like him like that outside of his circle. Because everybody got they circle of teammates that they rock with. They got their little circle within the whole team that they rock with. In y'all know how that go. I don't think nobody really like him. If we're just being honest, and you're gonna have people outside, you're gonna have other people kiss his ass and say, "Oh, we try to go ahead and look at what Malik Hooker did." Well, Malik Hooker was definitely more consistent than Micah Parsons. I promise you that. He was definitely more consistent than Micah Parsons. This is going on this is your 5th year now, I guess. So what we gonna do, right? We already know who you are as a player. You're not gonna just go and grow by just leaps and bounds. You are who you are at this point in time, right? A dude that talks too much and can't back up his talk, because your talk is up here, but your play is up here, right? When we play the Miami Dolphins and the 49ers, right? The Buffalo Bills, them type of teams that'll go here, and really play some ball, your play is right here. But when we play the Chargers, the Patriots, the Giants, now you rise, right? It's just like when you play, you're just like in high school, right? When you got the little bum ass teams that you play, oh man, you got a superstar. But when you play against some talent, all of a sudden, man, he's on the milk carton. That's exactly how your boy number 11 is. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, Cowboy Nation. We gone.